Benji Webb there. It was worth quite a moment.
I love the fact that you can be the biggest rock star in the entire world, the coolest person out there, but your wife still helps you get you. Absolutely. Less of the Newport helicopter, more of the Newport umbrellas over the next few days.
Changing the tempo on the weather, is that right?
Upping it nicely, I think. So yes, as far as the weather for the next few days is concerned, it's basically back to business as usual. The weather we know and love, sunshine and showers seems to cover all angles, really, doesn't it? But some of these showers could well be on the heavy side, and if you're heading out and about over the next few hours, you will know exactly what I am talking about. Temperature-wise, though, let's look on the positive. It is generally mild out there, and by the time we get to the end of the week, it's going to feel incredibly mild. So there you go, a case of warm rain for you. On the bigger picture then, it's low pressure dominating all the way, and that, as we know, just brings unsettled weather, one system after another, and then, yes, you guessed it, another one will follow on behind. A little ridge of high pressure building through Thursday and into Friday. Make the most of it, catch any blue sky and sunshine if you can, and that's going to be very limited because as we head into the coming weekend, the signs are it's going to turn increasingly unsettled all over again. But as I said, it is going to remain generally mild throughout. The sort of forecast that is, of course, typical, if you like, for the children's half-term school holidays. So if you can possibly bear it, let's take a look at that in a little bit more detail. Yeah, it's a sort of forecast that basically should come with a general apology.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot worse. There is that. Oh yeah.
Thanks, Ruth.
I'm sorry. It's a little on the blustery side out there at the moment. The wind's picking up the pace, particularly out towards coastal areas, blowing a scattering of showers in as we head into the overnight stretch. It's not going to be a washout everywhere. There will be some dry spells and actually under clear skies. The temperatures will drop to around 4 or 5 Celsius, particularly that little bit further inland where there's a little more shelter from the breeze. It is a chilly night, and the possibility that if we do see any showers over Snowdonia or Rory, there could be something of a wintry mix, but nothing too troublesome. It is going to be an unsettled start then to tomorrow morning. We could see some dry spells, maybe the odd sliver of sunshine, but I think you're going to have to be quick to make the most of that because the cloud will build, and as you can see, we've got a batch of wet weather that will start to work its way in during the course of Tuesday morning. Some heavy downpours, particularly over the hills and mountains, accompanied by this strengthening breeze, 20, possibly 25 miles an hour. So nothing again that's too troublesome, but it is going to feel very, very unsettled with sunshine in very short supply as the day progresses. In fact, lots of low cloud, misty, murky conditions, feeling all very just generally dull and disappointing. Temperature-wise, though, actually, despite all of this, slightly up on today's values. We've got more of a southerly airflow, so we're looking at highs tomorrow of around 10 or 11 in Celsius. That sets the tone then as we head in towards the middle of the week. So a case of more of the same for Wednesday, if you like. The temperatures, though, despite all this miserable weather, are still holding up. Highs of 13, 14, a couple of degrees above the average, really, for the time of year. And the good news is that the nights over the next few nights will be generally mild too. In fact, barely dropping away from daytime values. So a frost-free week ahead. But as you can see, not the brightest of weeks with a few showers, sometimes on the heavy side.